I was shorting the S&P 500 and I liquidated my position today, Tuesday, March 8, 2022. This is my account. I currently don't have any open positions. If we go to history, you can see the transactions. I liquidated 1/3 of my position yesterday, 1/3, another 1/3 this morning, and the last third after the market closed. That's the you can see the timestamps showing the date and the time. If I go to my P&L, so far I'm up $244 on a $2,000 account, so that's roughly up 12% for the year. And the S&P 500 is around negative 13%. My goal was to beat the S&P 500 by the end of the year by 26%, delta 26%, and so far is 25%. So far, so good. Let's look at the charts. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. Reason why I decided to cover my position today, it's been down 3 days in a row. Big sell-off in 4 days, over say roughly 150 points. Let me do the math. 200, over 200 points. So for me, it was time to liquidate my position. Wait for the bounce. I don't want to wake up in the morning and be up, the S&P 500 be up 100 points or 70, 80 points. That certainly can happen, especially after this big move to the downside. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart. This is where I liquidated 1/3 of my position early in the morning. It was just under, when the S&P 500 was just under 41.85. And then it was a wild ride today. And then I liquidated the rest of my position at the end of the day after the market closed. Very close to the same price where it closed. For the last third, I had to ride this big bounce. I thought I was going to end up liquidating my position near the highs of the day. But it pulled back and I ended up getting a good price. Going back to the daily. Supports, where I'll be watching closely for a bounce, will be today's low, and the low around 41.20. Be bounces, I would prefer if it goes down to that level around 41.20, and I'll be looking for an entry point around that area. It can either undershoot or overshoot that level, so give or take a few points.